Hello everyone. So today, last time I streamed, I thought I was going to do a Deltarune stream, because I was having a whole lot of fun playing Deltarune. However, one little thing about Deltarune is that because the musics are all still pretty new, I always have like a copyright thing in my video, which is not super fun. So today we're doing art. Let me see who's here. Hi Money John, welcome. Isa, welcome. Hi Erin Pokefan, welcome. Hi Cotton Candy Arts, welcome. Isaac, welcome. Sharky Torture, welcome. Isabella, welcome. I'm actually so excited for the video to come out when you finish all the art. Well, thank you. Hello Josie Days, welcome. So yeah, today we're doing art. We're going to be working on my cookie run video. It is a bit different from last one. I am not going to design the civilian versions this time around. Still, I am redrawing the characters. I am thinking, I'm still a bit undecided about what I'm going to do about it, but I'm thinking of also still telling you guys what their roles would be in a Magical Girl AU. I'll just say, oh well, I'm drawing their how they look if they were transformed, I guess. But yeah, Drowsy Days, this is my first time watching live. Oh, welcome! Hi, the little tsundere, welcome! Hi, C Zavala, welcome, welcome! So I chose 5 cookies. I have done the line art for 2 cookies today. Those are the last 2 ones that I need to do. So yeah. Thank you, Cisavallas. Thank you. I thought you need a certain amount of subs for a copyright strike. It's not a copyright strike, it's just that I can't get monetization on the videos, on the streams. I'm already fighting it, but I need to wait like 30 days for it to go through. Oh, thank you so much, Cotton Candy Arts. I love art. Momo Green and Cookie Run Kinami, so 100% my kind of stream. Hi, a friend inside of me. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? So aside from the multiple copyright things on the streams, everything's going pretty well. So yeah, I think we can start drawing. So the first one I have for you today is Pavlova cookie. My art is super in front of the stream, so I guess I'm gonna take it out. Hold on. Okay, I think that's a little better now. But yeah, let's see. So the first one is Pavlova cookie, which like I've told you guys before, I'm not super fan of Cookie Run. Oh, I didn't test this out. Up. Okay, the thing's still on. I can't, damn it. Okay. Hold on just a second. I think I need to turn off my my drawing tablet has this... I don't know if it's a glitch or what. Maybe it needs to be... Come on. It's not following my pen for some reason. Hold on. I thought this would be working. But for some reason today it's being a bit difficult. Come on. Let me see if everything is working fine. Yes. Ah, it's working. It's working. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so we're drawing Pavlova cookie. And like I was saying before I got distracted, I don't know too much about Cookie Run. I'm not like a hardcore fan. I really am just a fan of the character designs. But I was looking at Pavlov's cookies designs, and it seems like he has two. One where he is a little younger, and another one where he is a bit older. At least that's my understanding. And I wanted to draw the younger one because I thought it would be cuter. Maybe one day I'll draw the older one, the older version. But right now it's the young version. So I think this is one of the cookies that helps out Eternal Sugar Cookie. So it kind of goes well because last time I drew Eternal Sugar Cookie. Hello Rainy, XOXO, welcome! I think in these ones, I know you guys don't know how the other ones look, but you'll kind of get to see how they'll more or less look by the time I finish this one. But I think I went a little crazy on the detail because drawing 5 of these, it's taking a lot longer than I was expecting. Let's see. I play Cookie Run a lot, but I have to delete it a lot because it's a really big game and my computer is not big enough. Oh, I can see how that can happen, yes. I've tried to put on my computer, but because I use a Mac, it was not letting me to. Okay, hopefully I don't need to fill in more. I'm gonna draw for my video while watching this because I have procrastinated so much and this stream reminded me I have art to do. I understand completely. I did take a few days where I wanted to draw art for myself or rest a little bit because if I'm being completely honest, what I did was school ended and I immediately went to work on my channel. So yeah. I'm still probably a little tired from school, but it's fine. Ah, I see. Let's try it this way. So it's actually not that bad. I was a bit afraid. The problem with my art is that I do art in very big resolutions. And because of that, even though I have the fill tool with the close gaps option, because the resolution is so big, even the smallest gap is not taken care of, even with the close gap thing turned all the way up. It's a bit annoying, but yeah. Let's see. And then I have to be careful, because sometimes I got it wrong. I got it on the wrong layer. Ay, ay, ay. It's an easy fix though. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this will be our base for coloring. Yeah, the Acid Tunnel of Love. I love that song. I've how do you call it? I've seen a little animation where someone animates Chris, Susie, Ralsei, and afterwards they did another one where they did these three and then Noelle and then Birdley at the end singing the song, and it's one of the funniest animations to me. Okay, let me get some references of Pavlova cookie. Just for the color. I love his color scheme. It's so cute. Oh, Sharky, you've been on Art Fight. I've heard a lot about it, but I never participated. Is it cool? I think the animation did go pretty not super viral, but it became pretty popular, I think. Ah, my favorite Deltarune leitmotif. I'm not very good at music, so I really can't tell you what's my favorite motif. I actually have a pretty bad ear. Not that I don't hear well, I hear well. I just can't. I don't have a good ear for music. I don't know. I don't know, because I think that every music has a little bit of motifs from the other ones as well, which I think that's why they sound so coherent. If you're gonna ask me, like, my favorite one, I don't think I can choose, because they're all pretty cool. The darker yet darker motif in Deltarune is pretty preeminent though, no? And I've seen that there's one in Raise Your Bat as well, which is similar to one in another song. Okay. How am I going to color this boy's hair. I'll start with the skin. I use a lot of the paint bucket tool in my art, which I know it's not everyone's favorite tool, but if you know how to use it, it's pretty helpful. Oh! Quick question. So I post on TikTok, but I'm not sure about posting on YouTube. Would you say it's a good idea or not as much? If you already post to TikTok, yeah, just post the same thing on YouTube to just fill it out a little. But yeah, it should be fine. I'm gonna be completely honest. I do have a TikTok. I post there very rarely because I do prefer YouTube a whole lot more. So yeah, I'd say go for it. Go for YouTube. It's my first year this year, but I'm having a great time drawing people's cool OCs. They are so talented. Oh, I might participate next year. Because it sounds like it's very fun. I guess it depends if I have time for it next year or not. Anyways, my best friend's cookie is Pavlova, and I'm 999% showing her this art when you're done. Thank you so much. They played Acid Tunnel of Love throughout parent-teacher conferences. Wow. Oh, obrigada, Aki. Obrigada. Yeah, TikTok, I think, in my experience, I remember that I grew a following faster on TikTok, but TikTok punishes you really hard if you don't post very consistently. YouTube does the same thing as well, but I think TikTok does it more. Because while YouTube really only asks for like a post a week, TikTok wants many posts a week. That's my experience though. I'm not entirely sure if that's how it actually works. Okay, so... Hi, Xberry Bunny, welcome! So let's see... There's a lot of different colored hair. So let's see, these parts should probably be white. This part as well. This part as well. You guys, do you guys love podcasts? I'm super curious if you guys listen to podcasts and which ones. I haven't listened to a podcast in a while, but I really love to listen to them when like I'm on my way to college or just in traveling in general. It's a pretty good way of passing time when you're spending like 2 hours on a bus or on a train. And my favorite ones, my favorite podcast probably, I'd say, is the Magnum's Archives, which is like audio novella. Does ad revenue depend on how long the ads are? Kinda. It depends on how long do you guys actually watch the ads. I personally noticed that TikTok also really favors posts that are considered controversial. So for me, at least, I keep only getting engagement when people don't like what I've made. Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible place, actually. If that's the case. Oh, because now that you say that, I do remember that there's a lot of, I think people call it art lore on TikTok, and what I've seen from that is that it's pretty toxic. I quite like podcasts, mostly listen to D&D's ones. Yeah, D&D ones are also pretty cool. The only problem is that the D&D ones are so long, it's usually a bit harder for me to get into them. Because I start and then because I want to get to the newer campaigns, but there's obviously like 100+ hours of backstory that I'm not privy to, so yeah. Obrigada, Aki. Yeah, ela é rapaz, acho eu. That's so true with the controversy. I once threw a foot the wrong way and honestly didn't notice, but for some reason it got the most attention. I was so embarrassed. I'm going to be honest as well. I had a small bad experience with TikTok as well, because I posted a time lapse of a drawing I made to celebrate me going to Comic-Con Portugal. It was last year, and because at the time I did lineless art, the speed paint went like kind of flashy. Because I used the fill tool to just fill in the blocks of color. And one of the first comments I had was like, oh, this looks like AI. And I'm like, I was a bit, I didn't like that. I'm going to be completely honest. I was a bit hurt by that. Someone in the comments defended me. I didn't have to say anything, thankfully, and I wouldn't either way, because I'm not here to I don't know. I'm not here to respond to that, you know? It's not worth my time. But yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. What do you dislike about drawing on a device? Honestly, it's probably like the feel of the device. I use a Wacom Cintiq 16 HD, and I don't know, it doesn't feel like paper, which is the first thing that I don't like about it. And the second thing is, I don't really like the constant light in my eyes. It's okay for a brief period of time, but if it's for too long, it becomes a bit too straining. Especially because the thing came with lower brightness, but I hate when devices have lower brightness, so you can tell that this is a me problem of me wanting my screen to be super bright, and then obviously my eyes are going to be more tired, but yeah, that's it. Overall, the other things are basically all advantages because you can fix your art a lot easier, and you can change the sizes, you can use the liquify tool. It's much easier to fix. But yeah. Rapaz, que gracinha. Parece aqueles anjinhos de desenhos animados. Eu não acredito que você está respondendo em português. Eu sou portuguesa. Normalmente falo em inglês porque a maioria das pessoas que veem o meu canal são dos Estados Unidos, mas falo português também. Oh my god, that's so true. With the AI, I see it everywhere. Even when it's super obvious it's not. TikTok is extremely toxic with AI art. My god, with the lights. I once started drawing when it was dark and accidentally blinded my friend. I'm too used to it. I was drawing in the dark yesterday, so I really can't say much. I'm guilty of it as well. Hi Kristen, welcome! But yeah, it sucks, the thing with the light. Sometimes it's a bit too bright. But I don't want to change it because I like to see the colors as accurately as I can. I actually need to do something because I'm drawing on the wrong layer again. Jeez. Okay. Let me try this again. Hold on. Hold on. I'm a bit distracted today. Nope. Words. Okay. Will you do Deltarune Heart? I did! It's on my Blue Sky, it's on my Twitter, it's on my Instagram. I only didn't post it on YouTube. Oh, tudo bem, Aki, podes falar em português se quiseres. Agora eu não posso garantir que as outras pessoas percebam, não é? Mas yeah. I really love how you do the line hatching. I was wondering what inspired it, if there is an answer to that. Yes, the hatching is actually inspired. Do you guys know Wichat Atelier? Wichat Atelier is one of my favorite mangas of all time, and I love the art. And so my art has nothing to do with Wichat Atelier, it's pretty different, but I got really inspired by the hatching techniques they made, which also has some influences on... Actually, let me search the name of the author of Wichat Atelier, because I always say it wrong, that's why I'm not saying it. So the artist's name is... hold on... Kamome Shirahama, and then I think she has inspiration from other artists such as Moebius, which also does a lot of the hatching technique. And it's also inspired by the woodblock prints, like from Victorian era, where you can see a lot of hatching as well. But yeah, that's about it. Other influences on my art are... I have a lot of anime influences. I have a few cartoon influences. They're not as many though. So like, I love... LavenderTowne is one of my favorite artists. June from Actually Ray is also one of my favorites. So they inspired my art quite a bit. And then there's artists like Aidaro, which is the duo that made Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun. I really love the art. I actually have the art books. I have one of the art books. It's always super fun to look into the illustrations. Their art is pretty cool. I've tried to watch the anime, but I don't know, I didn't get into it so much. Like, I read the manga, not all of it, I'm still in the middle. I'm still in volume 7 or 8. But yeah. When I first saw your art, it reminded me of Ocean in Space. I don't know if they have a YouTube, but I found them on TikTok as a kid. Oh, I know Ocean in Space. I love their art as well. Yes, there was a time where they influenced me more. I wouldn't say that they are one of my main influences, but you're probably right. There's still a little bit of it in here, probably. I know the little tsundere, I know. I know it's only going to get worse from here, but I don't know. It's a bit addicting, isn't it? Hi Yomiyaku, welcome! Hi Aubrey! I am new here, also I think I like your drawing. Oh, thank you so much! Welcome! Welcome everyone! I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to finish 2 drawings today, which is pretty cool, because there's only been like half an hour, and the drawing is not almost done. There's still the shading phase that needs to be worked on, but it's not that far from being completed. Gonna have those gray lines, but that's okay. Oh, thank you, Rennie. I have to go, but I hope you have a great day. Might drop back in later. Bye bye. Bye bye, Rennie. See you later. GGBA. What's the I don't know the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, that must be a pretty interesting one, huh? I haven't seen the anime and I haven't read the manga either. But I heard it's pretty good. Oop. You should do a challenge when you only get 1 layer for your old art piece. Ah, that reminds me of like old school art YouTube. I need to read more Magical Girl manga. The art is always gorgeous. I've only read Madoka Magica so far. Oh, look into Sailor Moon. Look into Tokyo Mew Mew, and especially look into Cardcaptor Sakura. Those are pretty good. And oh, one I'd love to get my hands on someday is Sugar Sugar Rune. Trust it isn't gay. Even if it was, I wouldn't be. Even if it was, I would be okay with watching it. It's just that I think it's a bit of a genre too different from the ones I usually go with. Ah, hold on. There we go. I'm not thinking about drawing pumpkin pie cookie, but I did see their design and I really like their design. I just don't know if people would like to see them or not. Hello, Womp Womp, welcome. Thank you so much. Where was I? Okay, I was giving the blush. Let's give a bit of gradients to the hair as well. On another layer. Oop. We need to... I need you guys to tell me which game do you want to play next after we finish with Deltarune. Because I have a few games that I already have bought and that I would love to play on stream. I just kind of need to know which ones do you guys want to see. So I had a list of them. I had a list. Let me check it out right here and we can talk about it if you guys want. So let's see. Yomawari is one of them. The Great Ace Attorney. Little Goody Two Shoes. Omori. Paranomicite, which is a visual novel which I really like. Rainbow. And the 2 AI The Somnium Files. Not the new one. The older ones. Well, I have to remind you how to start Chapter 4 Secret Boss. I looked it up. So it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, next time when we have... when we get to stream Deltarune, yes, please. Just remind me, just in case I forget. I don't think it would ever want to play it, but Infinity Nikki was a very fun story to play through. The thing is, Infinity Nikki does not support PlayStation 4, nor Nintendo, nor Mac, so it's very unlikely that I'll play it. Omori? Do you guys like Omori? Ace Attorney. Oh, Ace Attorney, I love it. It's not the original trilogy, it's the Great Ace Attorney trilogy. Ultra Kill. Let me just... Ace Attorney or Omori would be so fun. Oh, Infinity Nikki, I'd love to watch you play, but like, it's gacha, but also pretty outfits. That's true. Omori is great, pretty dark though. But if you're okay with the themes, you should. I've already played quite a bit of Omori in the channel. It's just that I probably would play from the beginning. Because last time I played Omori, I had the old model, the old red panda model. So yeah, I would totally be okay with playing Omori, though I think maybe we should do like play 2 games a week where every stream is different, and we would have like a little bit more of variety, so I can play Omori in one day and Ace Attorney on another. I'm also pretty interested on the AI The Somnium Files ones, because they are pretty similar to Ace Attorney. I played a little bit, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit afraid that I'll be demonetized, or because it is, it's not for kids at all. And I don't know if YouTube would be fine with that, if I'm super honest with you. Yeah, Infinity Nikki is on PlayStation, just on the PlayStation 5, which I don't have. I'm gonna go to sleep because I need to do something at lunch. See ya! See ya, Isaac! Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's super late there. Oh, that's totally fine, Yumiyaku. This is basically just a chill stream, so be comfortable, basically. Okay. Hi, Astra, welcome! I'm a bit late because my granny came to visit. Oh, that's lovely! Let's see... Maybe I can add a little bit of brightness to the white as well? Okay, let's see. Oh, she brought some cakes, they were delicious. Oh, that's the best. 2:52 AM. Yeah, that's super late. Yeah, go rest. It's super late. I'd have to leave for a moment. My sister asked me to cook her some breakfast. BRB. Okay. See you later, Sharky. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can find the color I usually use for shadows. It's this. Okay. Jesus. Thank you so much, Astro. The shading part is it's simple enough, because I actually don't think about too much. I should think about it more, but usually I just do shadows where it feels right. One game that came out recently is the Donkey Kong one. Have you guys seen anything about it? I haven't checked it out yet, so I don't know if people are liking it or not. But it looked pretty fun. My only... It wouldn't be a game I would play, because it didn't catch my attention that much, but... I think the thing that kind of throws me off is the fact that Pauline is super young in that game, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense with the timeline we currently have. So I wonder if they're going to do something like what they did with Rosalina, where it's pretty clear that Rosalina is like Mario's, well, at least Princess Peach's daughter. And then there's a bit of timeline jumping with her. I'm pretty sure that's her whole deal, right? I keep seeing both positive, negative, and neutral, so I don't know. Yeah, I thought so. People right now are a bit mad at, from my understanding, they're a bit mad at Nintendo. Which, if you want me to be honest, that's fair. I only find it not so good when it's like people that say, oh, I don't like this, but then they see PlayStation or Xbox doing the same thing and they're totally fine with it, which to me it seems a little it's not incoherent, but it's a bit weird. Do you think you'd ever play otome games? Probably not. Because here's the thing, I really like visual novels. I don't really like dating simulators though. You picked Parasite. Still, let me check it out. Hold on. That looks cute. Ah, it's so expensive. Probably not, but we'll see one day maybe. Ah, hypocritical, yes. Otome games are basically... They're basically dating sims, right? So, oh my god, one that I remember really well because I had a friend in class who loved that one. Well, she loved the anime. Was the Diabolic Lovers one, which she kinda told us, oh, just check it out, and I checked out a few episodes, and at the time I liked it because I was, but now I look back at it and I'm like, oh, I never finished it though. Yeah, dating sims are not... I don't blame anyone who plays them. They're just not my style, personally. Dating's... the visual novels that I love, it's Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney. Professor Layton technically is not a visual novel, but it also has visual novel elements, so I also like Professor Layton quite a bit. And then another one that I've played... Oh, AI The Somnium Files technically is a visual novel at some point. I really like that one as well. And then the one that I really like is Paranomicide, which is a visual novel about urban... what do you call it? Urban mysteries and stuff like that, so I really love that one. I prefer like action games or cute little games like Poke Cafe. That's totally fair. I do love horror games. I mostly like watching someone play horror games, because I get really nervous really fast with horror games. Like for example, I have Yomawari, I got the game, but I'm always super scared of playing it, so I actually haven't touched it yet. Either way, but I've also played other horror games, like for example, Little Goody Two Shoes is a horror game that I absolutely love. Which, now that I think about it, it's interesting because Little Goody Two Shoes is technically a horror game and mixed with a dating sim. The only dating sim that I actually like, I guess. Fair, I'm not entirely sure what kinds of games I like. I get sleepy while playing for some reason, but I've noticed I enjoy JRPGs and roguelikes. I have some visual novels too. Bro, I hate dating sims, but DDLC is secretly a horror game and I love it so much. Yeah, DDLC is pretty cool too. I never played it, but I've seen people play, and it looks pretty fun. The one I mentioned before, Little Goody Two Shoes, it's an RPG mixed with a dating sim, but the dating sim isn't the actual... It's not the important part. Because basically the dating sim is just there because the main character needs to sacrifice good company or something to those lines. And so they need to charm someone. And that's basically the part of the dating sim. We'll definitely play Little Goody Two Shoes someday on stream. It's just a question of if I want to wait a little and stream it on Halloween. On Halloween season, which I think would be more appropriate. Is Cupid Parasite that funny? I need to check it out sometime then. Maybe not play it, because for a visual novel it is a bit expensive. Let's see. Guess I'll watch a gameplay to see if I like it or not. I used to love playing Animal Crossing as well, but the problem with Animal Crossing is that after you get everything done, you become a bit tired of the game. But then at the same time, you really don't want to restart the island because you have cool stuff in your island that you don't want to lose. It's a real conundrum. But yeah. I've been thinking about redesigning the characters for my webcomic Cryptid Lake. Webcomic itself, it's it's in a hiatus, or maybe it will be completely rebooted. Regardless, it's not going to be as it is today. So I've been thinking about redesigning the main characters to make their designs much more unique and fit the character a lot more. Because I've been working on Cryptid Lake for so long. I know the characters like the back of my hand at this point. And I can see that some things in their designs do not fit anymore. Or now I can make a few things that I feel like fit way better with the character. Hi Sharky, welcome! The game I think I've played the most would probably be Pokemon Swords. Oh, I have Pokemon Shield, I really like the game. I know the Pokemon fandom does not like that game all that much because of the writing. I still enjoyed it. And I don't think the writing was that bad, if I'm gonna be honest. It's charming because the main character works at a matchmaking agency and she's tasked with finding the boy Failure's love. And then some reality show thing happens. Also, she's Cupid. That's fun. I need to check it out then. Because usually the Otome games, are we still in that phase where almost all the Otome games are fantasy settings, but it's just not all that unique? Or are they a bit more unique now? It's heart-breaking. I love the game so much. I really like that in the Pokemon Sword and Shield, they I think they did Hop's character really well. Because usually, I don't know, because this was my first Pokemon game, I don't know if they do this a lot, but I really like the idea of your rival character realizing, oh, I don't actually want to be a trainer, I'm just trying to follow in the footsteps of, in Hop's case, his brother, you know? Now that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was glitchy, but I actually really liked it. I didn't get Pokemon Scarlet and Violet because I did hear it was very glitchy, and because the graphics were a bit weird looking. But I can see how people probably, me included, just never actually tried it out because of those factors, and it's actually a pretty good game. Maybe, I don't know. Up was one of my favorite rivals. I'm gonna be completely honest, when I played Shield, I had seen the characters, like the designs, and I did not expect them to be the way they are. I ended up liking them quite a bit. Marnie did not have the personality I thought she would have. Actually, I loved Marnie's brother a lot. Because I like the idea of this guy that simply... He's like, actually, I'm gonna do the things the old-fashioned way, and I'm gonna still beat you at it. Ah, I see. They're still in the fantasy era. Well, that's fine. It's not my my cup of tea, but it's a bit weird that fantasy has become this fantasy is more romance than fantasy at this point. This is a bit annoying. I guess I get it because it's pretty popular like that right now, but the same thing with webcomics. Almost every time I see a fantasy webcomic, it's a romance. And I'm not adverse to romance, but... Sorry. And I'm not adverse to romance at all, but it has come to a point where I think it saturated the market a little bit. I really enjoyed the story of Scarlet, so I guess I tried not to get too bothered. Then again, I'm used to my games glitching since I had a really bad PC, so I'm not fazed by it too much. That's fair. I do think that if they are charging like what, 60 euros or almost 60 euros, the game should be playable, you know, without any major issues, which I think Scarlet and Violet had. I have Eternal Sugar Cookie and Sugar Fly Cookie, but I don't have Pavlova Cookie. Well, you have her. You have him now. Yeah, if there was more fantasy that felt like fantasy, yes. Like, Delicious in Dungeon Meshi. That's a fantasy anime. I love it. I love it. Because it feels very different. Very genuine. Without Atelier is also a fantasy. Also feels very genuine. Another one that feels really genuine is... what's the name? It's Ascendance of a Bookworm is also pretty good. Now, I understand, I like the concept of otome games, but I'm not actually all that into them, unfortunately. I really want to like them though. I feel like I'd be into it if I matched my tastes more. Is the Date Everything an otome game, technically? Because I've seen a lot of clips of that game and it seems very fun. I love Dungeon Meshi. Yes, me too. My friend just got the art books and I might steal them soon because they are so beautiful. Oh, I want to get my hands on those too. So, just so you know, I'm adding a little bit of blue just to give a bit of color variation. Because I'm going to lower the opacity of the blue and then it will give a nice hint of other color. It just looks more dynamic. That's why I love doing it. I love WeChat Atelier. It's one of my favorite mangas. I love it so much. And to a point, it has influenced my art as well. I kept reading Lao's names wrong, like the country sorry. Laos from Ireland. No, I'm pretty sure Laios is named Laios because it sounds like lion or leon as well. It's maybe Laios. Laios might be lion in Latin, maybe. Honestly, I think that Date Everything is a really nice breath of fresh air in the dating sims. It truly seems to have something for everyone. Yeah, because it is called Dating Everything. Me too. I can't wait for the anime, but I'm also so scared of it because I was actually thinking about it the other day. And I was thinking, okay, WeChat Atelier has pretty detailed art, right? And that's part of the charm that it's handmade, that it looks so old. The technique looks old, you know? And that's part of the charm. That's amazing. And I think it's amazing that they did the anime hand-drawn. I kind of wonder if the anime would be more like the manga if the anime was in 3D. And I know 3D anime can be really hit or miss, but if they manage to do it right, I think it would be pretty cool. Because it would be like the manga was coming alive. I saw a Sugar Rune short they did to celebrate the anniversary of the series. And they did the short in 3D and it looked so much like the original and it looked so cool. It looked 3D, obviously, but it was pretty good. It looked pretty good, pretty nice. So I think it would be a nice try, you know? Hi, Daisai! Welcome! This is how it's pronounced, so I was pretty shocked and confused when I watched the show. Oh, I can see that. I want to recommend the anime Medalists, not fantasy, more like ice skating shonen. It's super cute and it gets me so passionate, lol. Legit had me screaming when characters landed a jump. Oh, I've seen a few clips from that. It's on Crunchyroll, isn't it? Hold on. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll check it out, because I've been thinking about it for a while. This is going to sound really dumb, because I just said I kinda wanted WeChat Atelier to be a 3D anime. But I think the Medalist didn't do a great job with the 3D. It's not available in my... It's not available in my country. Ah, that sucks. Oh, thank you so much, Lucky Charm. Welcome as well. Welcome. I heard that too. I was not sure if that was real or not. Because I did think they were going to be making a Ojamajo Doremi remake as well, and they ended up not doing it. I really want to watch it. Do you think they're going to do like a continuation thing, or are they going to... Or maybe they're going to do like a complete reboot? It's either a hit or miss with 3D animation, sadly, yes. I think it depends a lot on... And I think the problem mostly is about the models itself. It's not about the animation, because the animation is usually pretty well done. I think the problem that they have is a translation of 2D to 3D. I'm really into the Berserk, and it was really sad seeing the quality of the anime after seeing the original version of it. I can see that as well. But there are some good 3D animes, like Beastars does not look like 3D for the most part, and it's very visually impressive. Land of the Lustrous is also very visually impressive. Let me think. The Sugar one looked pretty neat. Although not 100% anime, it's more 3D than traditional looking anime. The Lupin the Third, the first movie, also looked pretty nice. Kyu in Kyoto, while not 100% 3D animated, also looked okay, looked fine for what it was, which was a low budget anime. Looked pretty nice. I saw the announcement on my anime list, so it seems official enough. God, I wish there was a Ojamajo Doremi remake. We just got some anniversary stuff instead. But at least they didn't forget them. Yeah. I was very sad, and I'm so embarrassed, because at the time I did some shorts where I basically spread the misinformation that Ojamajo Doremi was getting a new series soon. Because I truly believe that. Also, do you guys see the Ojamajo Doremi movie? The one of, what was it called? Searching for Ojamajo Doremi or something like that? I saw that movie a little after it came out, and I really enjoyed it. I was a bit surprised that people kinda didn't like it all that much. I think people didn't enjoy it because it wasn't about the original girls. It was actually about the fans of the show, which I actually thought it was very thoughtful, but if you wanted more of the original girls, I can see how that could be a disappointment. And I kind of also liked the movie because I was in those they had 3 girls, one for each age the fans of Ojamajo Doremi would be. And at the time, I was in the middle of 2 of them, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can see that. Because what they were going through was what I was going through at the time, so it kind of hit more. I think it'll be a full remake rather than a continuation. I'm happy that magical girls are getting attention again. Yes. Oh my god, we got so much. We have Acro Trip. We have the ones about the corporation magical girls. We have the ones about the cute witches that kind of look like the anime was watercolor. Unfortunately, we have some sexualized series, which I absolutely hate. But we're finally breaking from that curse. It seems like, with series like Acro Trip, the coming back of great series like Sugar Rune and stuff like that. Madoka Magica is having a series soon. Not a series, a movie soon. D4DJ had surprisingly good 3D animation. Their characters are really expressive. It's lovely. It's an idol adjacent anime. I have to check it out. I did enjoy it. It was really cozy. I was a bit sad about it not being about the OG girls, but as a fan of Ojamajo Doremi, I related to them. Yes, that was my that was my experience as well. Gotta go now, sadly. I might join later if you are still streaming. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Astro. See you later if you end up catching up later. Thank you so much. Yes. The movie... Oh, when I saw the trailer, I was very impressed. The trailer for the Ojamajo Doremi movie. I was a bit sad that they changed the designs of the girls. Because the original designs are super iconic. But it also made super sense. Because technically, they're not in the same universe anymore, so it made total sense that that they would first... It made sense for a couple reasons. It made sense because obviously the girls would not become magical girls because of the same reasons, and because of that, obviously, they would not look the same. I don't like magical girls being sexualized. I don't know, they're very special to me. I hate it when they do it, and especially because they don't even do it... Okay, there's not really a tasteful way of doing this, but at least make the girls legal. You know what I mean? But no, it's always like high school girls or really, really young. I've seen like series doing that with like really, really young kids, and I'm like, dude. Immediately turning off the show, walking away. I cannot. Because like, I know that magical girls are not just for little girls, obviously. But like, the girls in the shows are still pretty young, usually. I hate when they do that. And for some reason, they did that a lot after Madoka Magica, because I guess they wanted to be edgy. Which, look, you can be edgy. You can even try to do what Madoka did. But, like, there should still be some sort of limits, I feel. That's my opinion. It bothers me so much, because sometimes I look on Pinterest magical girls because I want to have references to design some. And if you just write magical girl design, probably one of the first things that's going to appear is the series gushing over magical girls, which is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, gushing over magical girls was a choice. They were like junior high students. Oh, I thought they were older actually. Because I saw the poster and I was like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Absolutely not. My god. Because to me, magical girl genre was the way I see it. It's probably never supposed to be like that. But to me, the magical girl genre is supposed to be about female empowerment, but those shows are actively about sexualizing girls and exploiting girls as well. I'd be fun with a more mature show if it wasn't very uncomfortable now. Right? After Madoka Magica, they tried making more like it, but they didn't get why Madoka worked. Yeah, Madoka worked because they took a show. It was... Well, Madoka worked because it was a deconstruction of the genre. And it wasn't shocking for the sake of being shocking. It was shocking for a reason, you know? Madoka Magica was about hope and despair. And that's why it was shocking, because hope and despair as themes are very dark, right? But the other shows that tried to copy Madoka, they just thought, oh, people like it because it's magical girls, but for adults. And that's not the case. People liked Madoka because Madoka had something to say. And the bad things that happened to the girls didn't happen just because they were bad things. They happened because it helped further the story and it helped further the character arcs. The Madoka Magica clones, what they did was let's basically just torture these girls and see if people like it. They like it in Madoka Magica, so they probably like it here as well, and that's just not how it works. To me, while Madoka is a deconstruction of the genre, it is still clearly loves magical girls. So it's not about trying to subvert it for subversion's sake. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like, Madoka worked because they weren't trying to... They weren't trying anything... They weren't trying to be groundbreaking, they just became groundbreaking. Happy to find someone passionate about magical girls, yeah! My channel is almost about... oh, I want to do this so much. I want to do... I want to do a video essay about how magical girls still capture the attention of adults, of adult women. Because I feel like it's... Like, I'm not the only one that I know personally that loves magical girls. And I know that a lot of people, like most people in my channel, love magical girls, so it has to be something interesting with it, huh? I kind of wanted to explore that someday. It is meant to be a commentary on the predation of young girls, like how Cupid chooses young girls since they are easy victims. I'd love to see a video essay about that from you, thank you! But yeah... yeah, now that you talk about it, it is about predation, isn't it? Hold on. Magical girls is such an interesting concept. And you can do magical girls for adults without it being predatory. Like, I'd argue two things. I'd argue that Bee and Puppycat is a magical girl show. And I'd argue that that Bee and Puppycat is a magical girl show for adults about magical girl adults. And I love that show. I love that show because it is like that because it truly loves the genre. And to me, it is an adult show because... Not because they are shocking, because they're not because they say cuss words, because they don't, but because they see... They are very... How do I say this? Bee and Puppycat is very honest about what it's like being a young adult and not knowing exactly what they want to do or how they want to move forward. To me, honest stories will always hit harder than stories that want to be adult, that want to be adult stories in the most childish way possible. very passionate about Madoka. They are so complex and really shed a light on real-world issues, and that's why it works. I loved Bee and Puppy Cat. It just felt so honest and heartful. Yeah, some people didn't like it because of the dialogue, and I'm like, that's part of the charm, people. People like Bee and Puppy Cat because they are, even in the dialogue, they are honest. Like, they're not trying too hard. I hope they do a season... Well, it's technically season 2, but also technically season 3. I don't think they will, unfortunately. My friends don't really get how I feel about it. They boil it down to just cute. But I don't know, I feel like it's a very emotional genre. They feel nurturing and yeah, honest. Felt like a real conversation, like it was very natural. Yeah, I think that was the idea. Yeah, magical girls, they do get that reputation of it's just for kids, which I get because most of them really are. To me, magical girls is also about, like if you are sort of depressed, not like depression, but if you don't feel particularly well, to me, it's always super comforting to see a magical girl show because they kind of reminded me of what I loved to do as a kid. So to me, magical girl shows are also pretty nostalgic because when I was a kid in the early 2000s. Magical girls were very much popular. They were very much in vogue. And a lot of shows that passed here in Portugal were magical girl shows. Like, most of the anime were magical girl shows. So to me, the magical girl genre is very, very nostalgic. Amici, welcome! We've been talking about magical girls quite a bit. This channel loves magical girls just in general. I think you can add something to the eyelashes. Boop, boop. I love Pavlova's eyes. They look so cute. Oh, actually, I really like Precure. I'm happy that it's there for kids to watch since it's like a guide. I think it's a very secure place to just let you feel what you feel. Yes, my thing with Precure is that I'm not a fan of the first few episodes, but without fail, they always manage to capture my heart by the middle of the season or so. And I really get invested on it as well. For me, discovering magical girls felt very happy. I had grown up without much anime or TV, so seeing women being happy in their femininity as well as strong felt very empowering. Yes, absolutely. And I also feel like it's very nice that series are starting to also include little boys in the magical girl genre. I think some people can be a bit gatekeepy about it, where they don't want boys to enter this all-girls genre. But I also feel like it's very important because there are... I think we're forgetting about the boys that actually really like magical girls as well. And I also feel like they should feel represented in them as well. As like really cute magical fighters. As long as it doesn't disrupt the whole idea of a magical girl series, it's totally fine and it actually should be encouraged. It's like, it's focused on the girl's journey and their futures, their feelings and how they process it, things like that. Personally, I want to make a cartoon like that for kids. Yeah, Precure's boys existing more now. Yes! I was a bit disappointed that Satoru last season didn't get that much time. Wait. Froze. Hold on. Hold on, my my model froze. Ah! It's connected now. Okay. I think it's lovely. Everyone deserves to feel that kind of happiness. Yes, to me. Magical girl shows should be like a safe place for everyone. Because, like, I know there's a lot of people that are a bit gatekeepy about it, saying, oh, boys shouldn't be here because it's an all-girl space. But, one, there's boys that like magical girl shows, and let's not forget that boys that like magical girl shows are very much bullied for it. You know what I mean? So, like, I think they should also get to be represented, you know? YouTube did a good job recommending me this channel. I guess it finally understood my taste. Oh my god, thank you so much, Pom Pom. Sometimes I forget I have a lot to say about it. Dang it. This one. Hey. Let's see. Oh my god, he looks so cute! I know that as someone really into magical girls, as a guy, it's rare to find people to talk about it. Oh, I understand completely. Especially because it is very easy to think that most people that like it are girls. But I've actually found that a lot of magical girl fans often either identify themselves as female, of course, but also there's a lot of non-binary fans and a lot of male fans as well, which at first I wasn't expecting. And I think everyone should feel included, of course. Interestingly enough, magical girl shows also have an interesting story about not story. They have an interesting history with exploring gender identity and sexuality as well. That's why you have so many magical girl shows who are pretty gay, and some magical girls who actually don't even adhere to feminine roles. Like, for example, Pure Uranus from Sailor Moon. Though Pure Uranus has some parts which are good representation, some parts which are not. But you know, it's a manga from the 90s. You really can't ask for too much. I get worried about interacting with others who like anime or magical girls. Last time I interacted in an anime community, it was a bit uncomfortable. I should have went more genre specific. Magical girls are so sapphic, it's great. Yes, they are. I love that they have, because like magical girls has a little bit for everyone, huh? Because they have the sapphic characters, and then there's the usual love interest. Oh my god, since we're talking about magical girls, have you seen the Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl pilot? Oh, I love that. I watched that and I loved it so much. And I think they're thinking about doing episode 2. I kind of wish they did like a fully animated show though. This is now a magical girl stream. Well, it technically was just the beginning, but yeah. I actually have my own magical girl characters. I'm like in the process of redesigning them and finding out what I want to do with them, but yeah. Next time, maybe I'll work on on art of them. Let's see. Hey! So I think he's pretty much done. He's almost done completely. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of community posts from the creator about characters and little comic scenarios and all that. Yeah, they are, however, reused, because I've seen them post that on Twitter and Instagram a while back. Yes, I have a video on it if you guys want to watch it. I have like 2 videos on it. I have one which is about a group called the Legendary Quintet, which I don't touch anymore. And then I have the Star Knights, which are my main magical girls that I love to play with. I'm gonna search the video, hold on. Here. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to find you. Here. Oh, thank you so much! Oh yeah, me too. I love the teacher character. Miss is one of my favorites. Oh yeah, Miss is pretty cool. Hi Astra, welcome back! Oh, thank you so much. I have like concept designs of bug magical girls, also space themed ones because I love space and bugs. Yes, my main ones are based on space. So like the main character, her name is Lily. She's based on the moon, and then you have her sister Mari, who is based on the sun. And then you have the rest of the team, Crispin, who is based on Mercury. Then you have Iris, who is based on Uranus. And then you have Jasper, who is based on Jupiter. And then finally, you have a member that I have not shared anywhere yet, who is Mari and Lily's brother, who is based on Eclipse. I enjoy screenwriting, so that's how I express my magical girl stories. Oh my god, that's so good to hear. A dandelion magical girl, focus on wishes. That's so cool. Just kind of be careful about the name, because I think they just made a magical girl show called Magical Girl Dandelion. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some I'm gonna add some effects, which I love to add at the end, which makes the character much more cozy. I watched the video recently. It inspires me to actually have a concept design down of my space magical girls. Oh! Really? Wait, let me look at that up. But yeah, don't worry, I'll be careful. Maybe I should work on the concept while watching the stream. Oh, thank you so much. Gosh, I keep looking away from the screen to draw and then looking back to see your art. So pretty. Thank you so much. We're actually not... I think I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna finish the stream, unfortunately. Because I thought that we'd be able to do 2 characters, but I guess not. Either way, you got to see how Pavlov Cookie ended up looking. But yeah. Let's see. So what I do is I do a retro filter where it kind of looks like old anime. So first there's a bloom where it kind of blurs the lines a little. Then I add noise and I add pretty around here. Then I add chromatic aberration. And now I'm gonna zoom in so you can see. It looks more homey, but if I compare, the colors are not quite the same. See, this one is more washed up. So what I actually do is I go to layer, new correction layer, hue, saturation, and luminosity, and then I had saturation back up. Sometimes I actually overdo it, but it actually looks better that way. So now you can see, look. And it looks so homey and cozy. And now what I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add my my watermark. Where is it? There we go. Thank you so much. This drawing is adorable. Oh, he looks like the sweetest little guy. Just stunning. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna leave it here for today. It was super fun. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a very productive stream as well. I didn't do as much as I was hoping for, but it was still very productive. So yeah, let's see. Let's talk about next stream. So next stream is gonna be next stream is gonna be about next stream is going to be a Deltarune stream. So that's we're gonna keep playing Deltarune. Hopefully you guys can join in as well. We're probably not gonna finish chapter 4, but I think we're halfway done. So yeah. Oh my god, thank you so much, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here with me. It was very, very enjoyable. Thank you so much for all your support. And hopefully I'll see you Monday with Deltarune stream. And until next time, bye! Thank you so much!